The Boy Scout, right?
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay, not like we haven't done this before. I'd like to call a 7 PM work session meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Certainly. Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Mr. Melchiong?
Here.
Ms. Rubenstein? Absent. Mr. Shanley?
Here.
And Mayor Boonstra is absent.
Okay, Nancy, can you read the open work session statement, please?
Yes. This regular work session meeting of the Wykoff Township Committee is now in session. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting appears on our annual schedule of meetings. A copy of said annual schedule has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. A copy has been filed with the municipal clerk and has been posted on our municipal website. And a copy has also been emailed to the Record, the Ridgewood News, and the North Jersey Herald News, all newspapers having a general circulation throughout the Township of Wykoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda thereof was similarly posted, filed, and emailed to said newspapers.
Okay. Finance Committee, do we have everything signed, Nancy?
Everything is signed, everything is right here in case anyone wanted to view the vouchers.
Okay. All right, so can we have a motion to open to 10-minute public comment?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong?
Yes.
And Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
Okay, this is the time for public comment, 10-minute public comment, 2 minutes per speaker. Comment on governmental issues that a member of the public feels may be of concern to the residents of the Township of Wykoff. Please step forward and tell us who you are, or you can call in at 201-891-7000, extension 2220, if you wish to make a comment.
Good evening. My name is Janet Toomey.
Rob, could you help with that, maybe?
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's great. Okay, thank you. I didn't know if I could ask a question, but I was wondering if anybody could tell me about if the police were interested in doing more lighting on Spring Meadow Road. I know, Matt, that you said you would try and follow up on that, and they would do an assessment probably.
Matt?
At this point, no decision's been made yet. We'll have to get back on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jane,
And
I
I-
remember you bringing that up before. We recall, we haven't even had a police meeting yet, and I know administrators looking into it. When there's a police meeting, we'll bring it up, but thank you for reminding us.
Yeah, thank you. I just think now with the summertime, there's a lot of children coming up from Pullis Field and out of the Y. And, you know, it is full of kids. It's great to hear their laughter. I love it. I'm right across the street from the pool, so I hear it all. And it doesn't bother me in the least. But I am, after being asked to look at these things, I see that that's a very dark area. And the kids will be coming up in swarms. I know that, you know, when it gets a little later in the summer. The nights are late, but the kids are out later too. So I think it would be important to at least examine that issue. And then I appreciate that Matt is going to be seeing about the grounds that are needing tending at the end of the road. And and I'm appreciative very appreciative to tell you that those two big ruts have been taken care of. So that was good and very wonderful for that. And I wanted to tell you something else too. What is it? Well, yeah, the speeding that's down on Spring Meadow Road. A lot of speeding is taking place down there, and the kids coming out of Pullis are also speeding. And they're not getting out quickly onto Wyckoff Avenue. That's another thing, and I know you all must know that. That's backed up all the time. But I don't know what you can do about that. I feel badly for everybody. But they're not getting out of the Y quickly, but they're trying to, and they are speeding down that road. So might be good for some kind of oversight of that area. And thank you very much for listening. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
I know we have a Boy Scout with us this evening. And would you like to just introduce yourself? I'm assuming you're here for a merit badge. Come on up.
I'm Andrew Valentino. I'm here for the Citizenship in the Community Merit Badge and the Communication Merit Badge. For both of those, I have to sit in on a town council meeting.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, thanks for attending.
Thank
So
you.
we're having a work session now, and then we'll be starting our business meeting at 8 o'clock. And maybe after this break, we'll come out and chat with you a little bit.
Okay,
All right, but
thank
thanks
you.
for coming. Anybody else from the public? Hearing no one from phoning in? Have a motion to close?
Motion to close public comment.
Second.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Melchiong?
Yes.
And Mr. Chandler?
Yes.
Okay, our business administrator want to give us a preview and review our business meeting agenda this evening?
Thank you. On the consent agenda this evening are several resolutions, along with two motions. 209 authorizes the purchase of a cabin chassis for our public works, which was funded as part of our capital ordinances earlier this year. 210 authorizes the award of the garbage disposal contract for the Flow Cooperative, so it's us, Franklin Lakes, and Oakland, for 2023 through 2027. 2011 and 211 and 212 are standard resolutions for vouchers and payments of bills. 213 authorizes competitive contracting for the procurement of an appraiser of real estate for assistance in the tax assessor's office. 214 authorizes competitive contracting for the procurement of a grant writer, for grant writing services for things that are outside our scope that we can handle in-house. 215 is a resolution urging the swift passage of Senate Bill 330, which is, as I mentioned at the last meeting, which would restore the energy tax receipts. At this point, I'm not so optimistic that that's going to get done before the state budget gets passed before Thursday at midnight, but hopefully we can see that move forward after summer break. 216 is in support of the Clean Water, Healthy Families, and Good Jobs initiative by the New Jersey Clean Water Council. And 217 authorizes the contract change order number 1 and contract closeout for last year's road resurfacing project, and that is a negative 34,000 and change. All the paperwork has been submitted on that. And then there's 2 motions approving and memorializing new firefighters for company number 1 and temporary signage at Eastern Christian Middle School. I do have the next item on the agenda, too.
Okay.
The bid advertisement for the 22 road resurfacing contract has been published. We have about 12 or so bidders that have already picked up or have requested bid specification packages, and we expect to receive them back Wednesday, July 6th at 11 a.m. Third quarter estimated tax bills were mailed on June 22nd and are available on WIP. Because they were mailed before July 1st, the due date is still August 1st. For those residents who are having issues paying their utility bills, please visit the Township website for information from the state of New Jersey and assisting making those payments. Reminder that municipal offices will be closed this Friday and next Monday for the Independence Day weekend. The recycling center will also be closed. However, there are no cancellations to the regular waste collection this weekend. So vegetative waste will be collected on Friday. Garbage collection will occur on Friday and Monday, and recycling collection will occur curbside on Monday on the regularly scheduled routes. We have 2 job postings available, one for an assistant tax assessor in the tax assessor's office, and one for a part-time plumbing subcode official. That is due to the retirement of Paul Albanese, our current plumbing subcode official. Our right to know physical survey was completed today and will be submitted and uploaded to the state by July 15th deadline. Our annual municipal court visitation and inspection will be conducted on July 25th by the Bergen County Vicinage. We have come to an agreement with New Prince Construction regarding the unacceptable work on Mountain Avenue that was completed. They were here last week to mill out several questionable areas under the inspection of both our superintendent and Boswell. And we're waiting to hear a schedule when they will be coming out to infrared those patches to mend them, and to the seams that are also like speed bumps. And we will continue to hold back money until that work is done and acceptable. And then at that point, we'll kick into a maintenance bond, so if there's any issues over the next 2 years. Just a reminder that the fireworks is Saturday, September 24th, and the Fall Shred Fest and Styrofoam Recycling is Saturday, October 29th.
Thank you. Rob, our township attorney, anything to report or update us on? Okay. Township committee member reports, Tim?
Yeah, just real quick, the only thing I have to report on is we met down at Ridgewood Water, Matt and I, regarding issues that they're doing to abate lead pipes that are, in their system. The good news is Wyckoff has the least amount of lead pipes according to them. We have less than Glen Rock, Midland Park, Ridgewood. So, but there's 4 mains, they said, right, that still have identified with lead, and there are some pipes that are leading to people's homes from the main. And one of the things they brought to our attention, or to our request, is they want each of the towns, Midland Park, Glen Rock, and Wyckoff, to be able to fund the replacement of those pipes and then put a tax on the individual homeowners for it. And Matt and I brought to their attention that we don't want to really put any debt on our books for the pipes, and we want them, to come back with a better plan where they're putting the money up for it. Because we said, you are in a better position, you've got a higher bond rating, and you probably could Ridgewood could do it a lot easier than us. So we got another meeting with them to see how they do it, but we feel that Glen Rock and Midland Park are gonna tell them the same exact thing. But, they're trying to eliminate the lead pipes from their system. And I think they're required to, under this, by the state and maybe even the federal government at this point to try to do that.
Just to clarify, so that there's no lead pipes, there's no lead in the mains. It's the service lines from the main to the curb box. There's 4 of them, and there's 12, I believe, that have been identified from curb box to the house. And then there's a significant number of unknowns, which
Right,
will
they
be
have a lot of
determined
unknowns.
over the next 2 years, but while they're doing their investigation. But it was my intention that we would have a closed session to discuss the financing aspect of this at our next meeting.
Okay,
in
we'll
July.
do it at a closed session, that's fine. But that,
I mean-
when's our next meeting with Ridgewood Water?
July 28th.
Next town meeting, I think it's the 12th.
Yeah.
Was there, I'm just curious, we could talk about it then, but was there any discussion on timing?
So the work has to be completed within 10 years.
And then, Tim, you were very involved, as we all were the last time, when he spoke with Richard Water, looking to have a seat at the table, but
Yeah,
talk about that when we go further.
right, we'll talk about that as we go
Okay.
further.
All right, Pete, Malchione?
All right, thank you. First, I would like to wish our fellow Township Committee member, Melissa, speedy recovery on her surgery today. And then I read a great article today, a Family for Families, a Wyckoff-based nonprofit, opened up a food pantry in town for anyone struggling, not just Wyckoff, but, anybody. And that'll be open Fridays from 3 to 5 and 10 to 1 p.m. on Sundays, and that's at 250 Brain Ave. And Families to Families just continue to do great work in not just Wyckoff, but the whole surrounding area. So they really do great stuff, and I was really glad to read that article today. And then lastly, I just want to wish everybody a great 4th of July, and don't forget to wear your red, white, and blue, because my mom always said if you don't wear red, white, and blue, you can't have a hamburger or a hot dog. So,
There you go.
and that's all I have tonight.
Okay, I want to say that I too want to wish Melissa well wishes on her convalescence, and she's not here. Rudy's not here. Rudy will be here for our regular meeting this evening, so that's why I'm sitting here as of now. I have a couple of things. I just wanted to note that we're going to be welcoming Brian DeHaas as a firefighter with Company 1, so I know very excited and pleased to have him as a volunteer member. He also works with our DPW, so that's kind of nice and accommodating. And again, anytime we can get additional volunteer firefighters, first responders, we see all that they do and what they do for our town, we're pleased to do it. I note that the Junior Police Academy, the 3rd Junior Police Academy, began this week. They had 98 kids. So they had 98 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Hats off to our police. I want to particularly thank all of our officers, particularly the leaders, Bill Christopher, Caitlin Maglione, Cal Ferrara, and Mike Scalise. And pitching in today was Mike Flim, Ken Marcoux. I saw Kyle Sherm there yesterday. And these police officers take 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. They take them through a rigorous week that's fun, disciplined, and helps them relationship with our police officers. So we really credit them with putting this together. It's been a success before, and with so many kids, it's bound to be a booming success. They finish up on Friday with a 3 o'clock lunch. Second thing I had in my notes was both K-8 and Ramapo Indian Hills High School had meetings last night, closed out their years. Both of them noted surplus dollars that will be going to tax relief next year, and they're still finalizing how much of their surpluses will be going into capital reserve, but they've designated, K-8 designated $650,000 for tax relief, and the high school designated $1.4 million. So when they get those numbers, last year we didn't get those numbers till March of how much they put into capital reserve. They'll be happy to share them with us. And I think that's all that I have. And.
Can I just add one other thing?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to congratulate the graduates from Eisenhower Middle School, Ramapo High School, and Indian Hills for graduating since our last meeting, and wish them the best of luck moving forward in college and if they're just going into the job force. Especially, I want to congratulate my son, who graduated 8th grade from Eisenhower Middle School. It was a great ceremony outside with perfect weather, and I want to congratulate all the 8th graders from Eisenhower Middle School. That's it. Thanks.
Okay, great. Okay, so with that, can I have a motion to adjourn
Motion to
the
adjourn.
work session?
Second.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
Mr. Mokione?
Yes.
Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.